Hi, I'm Mike Hill with Trent Consulting, and we've created these learning videos to help your company be the best it can be. In today's session, we're going to learn how to create an annual planning process. You'll end up with two documents, one, a planning schedule, and two, a business plan. I'll also explain how you can go to our website and download the documents for yourself to use on your own. So join me now as we create your annual plan. Well, as I mentioned, if you want to begin today's session by going to our website and downloading some of the planning tools, you can go to trentonconsulting.com/downloads. Let's begin with talking about the objectives we have for our planning session. First, we want to create an objective of having an annual rhythm. One of the reasons you want to have a planning calendar is that employees get in the habit of doing these things each year. And when they get in that routine, we're all creatures of routines, they'll begin to adapt and honor the goals and deadlines. So that's objective number one. Two, we want to have a planning time of the year where we forecast our sales and our financial forecast. Next, we want to forecast quality and customer service objectives for the year. We want to gain employee buy-in as we go through the process. We'll talk about how in a minute. Accountability by providing a schedule. We all, if we have deadlines, we're more likely to honor them, and we publish those deadlines. So what is it we want to schedule? Well, first of all, we want to schedule a time where we plan our major goals. And so I typically start out the year with sitting down with the executives and or the board, and we plan major goals for customer growth, operations improvements, territory changes, new products, process improvements, whatever those major goals are. Next, we want to plan the forecast of the revenue, expenses, and FTEs. So based on those major goals, what can we expect from a revenue and expense and obviously profit point of view? Not forgetting the FTEs. It's very helpful for the team to have a forecast of FTEs. So if you plan to grow this month, we plan to grow the employees this month, or this much. We're not trying to do the more business with the same amount of employees. Next, departmental goals. And so we should hold each of our departments accountable for having their own goals. Could be training, could be process improvements, new software, whatever those departmental goals they have. Just like we have company goals, we want to have departmental goals. Likewise, we want to have employee goals. What does each employee want to accomplish the next year? Same with them. Maybe it's sales goal. Maybe it's a quality improvement, software goal, training goal, whatever those goals are. And we want to end the planning process with performance reviews so that we review for the prior year the actual performance. So we tie the goals back to the performance. Now, once we develop our physical annual plan, it's going to have four major components. We're going to begin with a mission statement. And the mission statement doesn't change from year to year. It really answers the question, why does your company exist? Next, we plan the vision, and this is a more strategic statement. How do you visualize your company in the future? That could be 3, 5 years, however long you want to plan. That could be a vision for size. It could be products. It could be regions, whatever that vision is that you have for your company. Next, we want to plan the tactical goals for the next year. Here's where we get down to the details we talked about earlier. Those specific goals we have for the next calendar year or fiscal year. Now, there's two parts to this. One, the goals, and I always tell people not only to plan the goals, but what is your approach for accomplishing those goals? So each goal should have an approach to accomplish that goal. And then last, a schedule. We don't want to wait till the fourth quarter and try to cram in all the goals we had planned for the years, and we don't want to expect all the employees to get it done in the first quarter. So let's go ahead and put a schedule in place at the beginning. It can be an estimate, our best estimate, of which of the goals we want to accomplish in which quarter. Well, what are some other goals we want to have during this planning process? One of the things I recommend to clients is they create a annual retreat process. And this is where you take the management team offsite. We go over the goals, both for the company, and then we use this as an opportunity for the departments to present their specific goals. And when we do this, we create buy-in because we're collaborating with our management team on what the goals are that we have. We make add changes, deletes, and make sure that we have goals that we can always agree on. And last, I recommend we create some fun events. So maybe a half day of planning, half day of fun. We can celebrate at this annual planning meeting our achievements for the prior 12 months. So it can be a fun day that the employees actually look forward to each year. I also recommend people have multiple forecasts, a best case, a worst case, and expected case scenarios. Why do we do that? Well, we never know when we're going to have a financial downturn, something in the economy that would affect our business in a positive or negative way. So when we do our forecast, if we have a best case, worst case, and expected case scenario, we'll have a fallback plan that we can, in the case of a pandemic or any other crisis in the economy, that will have an alternate goal. And as I mentioned, in this, we want to forecast FTEs as well. Track and plan and celebrate your successes through the year. So maybe you have quarterly all-employee meetings. Take time at each of those meetings to talk about what you've achieved as far as goals that year and what you're planning for the next quarter. The last thing we want to do is make sure that we plan our goals back to performance reviews. We mentioned that earlier, that we have the full cycle there, that people are actually held accountable if they plan to do something, that they're held accountable to achieve it. It's not a fireable, event. It's just really they may not get as big a raise or whatever way you want to motivate employees to help achieve their goals. If you want to learn more, you can always look at my book, The Extraordinary Business. Go to our website. We have downloads and videos there, TrentConsulting.com. Email us at info@teamtrenton.com. Do us a favor and click like below or subscribe if you would like to be considered for future videos. Thanks for watching today, and we'll look forward to talking to you next time.